Too much goody showing this morning. Blessings. Blessings and grand risings. It is early. You're here with Grace Levi. Let me make sure. Yeah, let's turn that off. Let's let the notifications go out. We're switching it up today. Today, broadcast was supposed to be for Friday, but I think we're going to have to do it today. We're going to have to turn it up. We're going to have to turn it up. Black women, let me fix myself so I can look presentable. You know what I'm saying? First thing in the morning. Welcome to Miss Grace Kitchen Talk. I think this is a thing. I'm very comfortable here. I love our talks in the morning. It gets me started. So we're gonna do this today. Shout out to all of the black queens. Yeah, I said it. Wait till the Trumps is coming here. They're gonna be mad about this one. Because when it comes to us as black women, we the bottom of the bottom in their eyes. But statistically wise, we're very needed. So what is going on? Trump is his DEI has rolled over into so many different categories. It's a shame. Okay. We're gonna get into how Trump DEI and his policies is affecting healthcare on Friday, because we're going to talk about Robert Kennedy Jr. Oh, God. Yes. When I can't believe I'm saying, oh, God, to him, because I thought he was a freedom fighter. So we're going to be checking out Mr. Robert Kennedy and what's going on out here with the CDC on Friday, and why the girls are fighting, okay? Because us as citizens, we got to be prepared for what's going on. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to start off with some information, because y'all know y'all just be hearing me talking, but we're going to play this real quick while the notifications go out.
Over the course of the past 5 months, more than 300,000 Black women left the labor force, while the number of jobs for many other demographic groups have gone up. Experts and economists say that it is in part due to President Trump's efforts to shrink the federal government. I've been in touch with more than a dozen Black women who have been fired or dismissed or placed on administrative leave. They have described getting an email in their inbox telling them that they were involved in diversity and inclusion training, even when it had nothing to do with their jobs. They felt targeted for their race or their perceived political beliefs. Since President Trump took office, more than 80,000 federal government jobs have been cut. Black workers are disproportionately represented in the federal government, and particularly Black women. The federal government has long been a path to the middle class for Black Americans. After Jim Crow, it was one of the only places that Black people could get white-collar jobs. For Black women in particular, the federal government was a place where they face less discrimination than in the private sector. There are agencies where Black women make up almost a quarter of the workforce. Some of these agencies we're seeing the government target for the biggest cuts. The White House has defended the cuts as an indiscriminate effort by President Trump to shrink the government and restore merit into the workforce. Recently, the Supreme Court ruled that he did, in fact, have the authority to continue to carry those out. Experts have warned that the federal workforce cuts are also rippling throughout the private sector. It is serving as a model for what kind of hiring practices are acceptable. President Trump has been very clear that he does want the workforce of the whole country to emulate what he's doing in the federal government.
And what he's doing is implementing Agenda 2025, is that if you don't agree, you don't get down, you don't have a job. Plain and simple. That's what he's actually going to implement, but you guys cannot see it. So it's rolling and starting with us. But as you can see, Black women plays many key roles in our society. Highlighting that, we're going to talk about this first. His first three targets. And I was not surprised. Let's just talk about his first three targets: Loretta James, Maxwell Waters, and Lisa Cooked. Now, Lisa Cooked. Now, I will say what they're bringing up against these people is bullshit, just like they did with the I think it's a mayor out here. Same thing, mortgage fraud. Okay, let me tell you something. Mortgage fraud is something really hard to do when you're going through a conventional mortgage. Now, if you're doing title swapping and quick claim deeds and things like that, that's a whole nother fraud. But if you look at the cases that he's trying to bring against people, it's about signatures. It's about acquiescing that certain properties are theirs for this particular reason and theirs for another particular reason. Now, I'm not agreeing with that, but politician does this all the fucking time, where they have 3 and 4 properties and then they choose what property they're going to use to run. I.e., let me give you an example, and this is not a celebrity. This is not a politician, but if y'all paid attention to the Jay-Z case, y'all like, what? Yes, the Jay-Z fraternity case. One of the main foundational issues with the guy getting served and the proceedings going by correctly or smoothly is because they can't service him and definitively say what's his address. So he has one address in Jersey, one address here, and this is what these people do. They'll use their second homes to run for different political positions in one particular place. Now, I'm not saying that's right, but that's what they all do. So this is what I'm saying. Blessing, Gerald, blessings. This is what I'm saying. Black people in politics, you need to really be careful because they're using you as a scapegoat to destroy the world. Like, okay, when somebody told me, when we get a black president in there and you see a bunch of black people in politics, that means that they're trying to destroy the system and set us up. I was like, what? I was like, hold up. Let me fix my scarf, y'all. I was like, what? I never heard of anything like that a day in my life. Why would that mean that? Like, that means that we're getting into the system. We're doing our thing. We're being proactive. Why would that mean that? He was like, because they never want us in charge of anything. So when it's time to put us in charge, just know they're going to be fall guys. And that's what we're seeing. These same practices that politicians does all the time, when we do it, when black people do it, especially black women, you're done. I.e., example, what I was just talking about last night, y'all, on the South Side. I paid attention to the South Side. They ripped Tiffany Henry to shreds, her ass. Even though the thing she was doing, the other politicians is doing. They did it before her, and the one that came in after her now, Napoleon, is doing it now. So I just want you guys to see kind of like what ammo they're using. They're picking and choosing what they're using, but this is the same practices between most politicians, picking and choosing what particular property they want to use. Okay, so they got these ladies bottom because of this. So you already know that Lisa Cook, she's attempting to basically go after Trump. She's going to sue. She's going to sue for her position as well, because he's trying to just literally just let her go with no real means to let her go. I mean, what do we have going on? Now, Loretta James, and I'm waiting for Fannie Willis. I'm just going to be honest. Those two, I felt like what they did was a setup from they contentious. I think so. I think they were set up to go after Trump, and they were so gun-ho with black girl magic, I'm just being honest, that they set themselves up and became targets. Even Fannie right now, she will be a target. Like, I do believe that he's going to find a reason to send troops here to Atlanta eventually, okay? Because they're trying to clean that up. But Loretta James, by her getting that off on him, oh, he's mad as hell. But is this how politics works? But we been saw the war on black women, and it was coming because our black women was standing up and actually fighting him. There's an elderly black woman who has lived in Trump Tower rent-free for years. How do you explain that? Show the proof. Show the proof. I don't want to hear that. That was a news article. That could be a ploy. Ain't nobody about to play with you with that nonsense. But I'm showing you where he's going after women. That right there, that's a storyline that they just put up there. This is filed lawsuits against people and to people. We trying to put out the facts here. I'm just being honest. So there is an orchestrated war against black women. Also, let's highlight this, that they said that black women, us, we make up 12% of the federal workforce and 7% of the labor force. Now, I was like, that's low. But I really think it's the numbers, I got black girl match. I think it's bigger than that. But when you listen to that video, it basically highlight how hard it was for us to find positions to be acclimated into this society after they stole us, brung us here, and then kept messing up our communities and when we established them. You see what I'm saying? We had to find a way to acclimate into these people, and the only ones that would put down some of their prejudice and their hate was actually the federal government. And the federal government did that under the guise of knowing that we were very intelligent people, that they needed us. I don't really believe in, shut up, y'all. I don't believe in the moon landing because of certain things, but the way they played that story out, black girl magic, without our calculations, whatever couldn't have happened. I mean, just being honest. Very intelligent people. Let's say this, during this administration, at least 69,000 people, black women, lost their job in the first 4 months behind this DEI. So it really impacted us. We're going to hit some statistics because you're not going to just hear me talk about the black girl magic and live the black girl magic. We're going to show you how important we are and basically how you're going to set yourself up. Trump is going to set himself up by going after black women. We are the structure of your nation. We are the structure of your nation. Okay, this is the tribute, but it said Trump emotional IQ is in question, but his social skills are not becoming of a commander in chief. Okay, so attempts to remove the federal government Reserve Governor Lisa Cook. Now, why would you remove her? What are you about to do? Y'all, this is getting a little deep. This is not even a black and white thing when it comes to the Federal Reserve. You guys need to hone in on the Federal Reserve and first understand that that is not a government entity, first and foremost. And they literally just print money out that continues to heighten the inflation and plays around with our in interest rates. But I'm not gonna go deep down that road. But obviously, y'all know with the Gold Confiscation Act and all that, we dealing with some creepy critters. So we need some people who is gonna be honorable, at least to deal with these creepy critters in the Federal Reserve. Let's just say that. So we have to ask for the reason why is he removing Lisa Cook? Because on my last live, obviously, y'all know I finished off with saying, chank, 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 666. Y'all know I felt the conspiracy came out on me. Look at the pieces. Why are you messing with these particular sectors, especially when they allegedly didn't have any issues? Okay, you don't have issues with the Federal Reserve like what I just stated, that I know they need to be audited and all of this stuff. And there's really no gold they have that's supporting all this money that's being printed. Okay, but Trump don't feel like that. America don't feel like that because y'all don't know no better. My thing is, why is he going after her? This is the direct war against black women. It's going to fucking backfire. The first black woman to serve in the institution, the board, Cook, and the feds are not simply legally bonded and to make adequate moves for the American people. But Cook lawyers stated that Trump reflex to bullying is flawed and his demand lack any proper process based or legal authority. So it's like, if you're going to do this right. That's why you're getting sued now, because you're not doing it right. And that's why remember y'all just said yesterday, oh, Trump is getting, y'all suing us, go back to your country. Haitian people, we suing because you're making deals and you're going through process illegally. There is a process that we follow. Just because you're the president don't mean you're King Tut. You're not a dictator. You can't make this a dictatorship. You see what I'm saying? So he's facing another lawsuit because his fall attempt to get rid of her. And then they're going to bring Fannie Willis in here. I feel sorry for her. I'm just going to say this. That's one black woman I don't support. because I know more about her character and what she's been doing out here, and it is not good, y'all. That's one black woman that love stuff. Okay, we're gonna probably talk about that on another live on my Atlanta news, y'all. I think it's about to be some bodies dropping out here because of what the hell this lady doing in her administration, okay? But anyway, in Georgia, Fulton County District Attorney Fannie Willis, who brought a sweeping racketeering indictment against Trump and his allies, became the target of baseless rumors. She lucky. Oh my God, because I think Fannie must got something on Trump, because Fannie have done some stuff. I'm just being honest. I know I'm gonna talk from two sides, like for real. Fannie had done some stuff. First and foremost, she was not supposed to go to the White House and try to team up with them to bring her charges against Trump. That's first and foremost. That shit was just illegal. Secondly, the racketeering charges that she's been bringing is trash. My baby girl ain't even got it together. They literally pulling some South stuff. South is very intelligent when it comes to law, though, but it's like she just piecing shit together. That is not how it works. Obviously, y'all see, I don't have love too much for Fannie Willis, especially because she's trying to have these gangs out here fight. Good. Yes, she's a dirty crook. I'm just going to the left. I gotta tell y'all, she's releasing interviews of these YSL gang members on the internet. It's her and her administration in her department, and now it's starting to be beef because of these people snitching on each other. I'm just throwing this out here. These people are not good. This on both damn sides. So let's just keep it honest, because we have to know the character of these people. Does that make sense? Thank you, Christy. Time them out. I appreciate you. But does that make sense? If I'm going to talk, I'm going to talk from truthful. So I think that he has some grounds to go after her because she's a thug. Okay? But with that goes to say rumors about her and whatever. Let's move on. Let's see. Federal Judge Tanya presided over one of Trump's criminal cases has earned similar attacks. Trump publicly questioned her integrity were so inflammatory that the federal courts issued a gag order to prevent endangerment of court staff. This is how bad he is. This is how he used the public to bash and harass people, and that's why his allies and his supporters are under my videos saying the things they saying. They use these platforms to bash and try to name and mangle people with their words and, detriment their character. That's where y'all got it from. Y'all got it from y'all daddy. I'm just gonna be honest. So I want to hit y'all with some statistics. He's asking questions about intelligence. That's what he says, and this is crazy because the next article is going to highlight that we're pretty intelligent, and I'm going to have to stand up, because what's going to happen is that y'all going to lose, because the position that they had black women in, we are literally the black bone to you guys, to the nations as well. Like I said, I know I had said something really harsh the other day because we had a lot of mega in there calling me, the N-word, and that they said that my patients shouldn't trust me. But I was like, how do you tell me my patients shouldn't trust me? But in slavery, when you was cutting us up, eating us up, making our skin into leather, your kids was on our titties, and that's real. We play a big role. We are the support of this nation. There's a lot of fields that we played in the federal field, just based on, let's go to this article. Black women are most educated. Here we go. By degree attendant, black women are the most educated group in America. According to the National Center for Education Statistics and Reporting, this is for you Trump supporters, because you need us. Because when we in the hospital, I gotta go because I was in the hospital and I have dealt with racist white men, and their life was gonna be on the line. Literally, their own people come into the room like, yo, if you don't want this nurse touching you, then we can't help you because we don't know how to do this particular treatment, and she knows how to do it. Y'all put y'all life on the line for y'all fucking hating is stupid. And then you won't even teach yourself to do it because you're so better than everybody. That's dumb. Y'all setting yourself up for failure. That's real. So according to the National Center for Education Statistics, as reported from the Root, so when Trump, let me see, what is the statistics? The report also says that the percentage of U.S. college students who are black increased from 10% to 15% from 1976 to 2012, while the percentage of Caucasian students among the U.S. Fell from 84% to 60%. Both races and gender are a higher percentage of black women, by 9.7%, are enrolled in college than any other group, topping Asian women and Caucasian women and white men. This article is brought to you by The Root. Okay. And okay, let's just keep it going, because I'm not going to just keep talking about our black magic. But unfortunately, while black women may be the most highly educated, a recent study found that black women make up just 8% of the private sector job and less than 2% of the leadership roles, allegedly. Because if it's not us, y'all have Caucasian white men in the role with someone who looks like us, a brown nation, doing their damn job, holding shit down like we wives and stuff. Hold on. All right, so don't be messing with my phone. Let me get to a little bit more statistics, so we could kind of like just really put that on the glass, because I know I have a lot of Trump supporters who come here and y'all really be confused. Like, y'all need us. We need y'all too. We like to work together. We like working with y'all, but I'm telling you, make it hard to really live and love y'all by the way that y'all behave in this Trump that's bringing all of this out. That's why we're having these conversations. Under the Democrat, we wouldn't be talking, because you know they politically incorrect. I'm just gonna be honest. They be politically correct and corrupt too. So shut the hell up, Democrats. As I know, y'all. I was just talking about y'all last night out there in Illinois, wreaking fucking havoc on the black community. But I'm gonna shut up. So, the war on diversity and equity and inclusion, fueled by two of the current administrator's executive order, has sharply increased unemployment among women, black women. The Financial Times from mid-2000, the Financial Times stated that from mid-2025 warns a steady decline U.S. job market, citing slow job growth and shrinking labor participation, while the national employment rate hovers around 4.2 in May. Now, we're past May, so this is an older article. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the number one significant disparities, particularly for black women. Since January 2025, black women unemployment rate has risen each month, increasing about approximately 0.5% to 1.1% per month. Meanwhile, while white women employment has remained stable at 3.1, the pattern coincides with the DEI policies reversals across both the federal government and poor sectors and private sectors. In January, the current administration issued two executive orders which dismantled federal DEI program and remove contractors' diversity reporting requirements. Okay, these shifts have triggered mass layoff and stripped away workplace protection, disparately affecting black women. Now, what I seen go on here is that Trump has not only tried to dismantle DEI, but then he came out and basically said, if we find out you're hiring people based on DEI, that we're going to penalize you. He even was going after you guys. He wants to control your work base, other nations, your creativity base, your connections to other countries. That's what we are. We're all of that and fucking more. Okay? We're all of that and more. That's why y'all did diversity and inclusion, because y'all needed, one, resources from other countries that was brought in from brown countries with our mindset of how to use it, how to manufacture it, and bring the shit over here, because y'all couldn't fucking do it. We will talk about imports and exports. Stop living in imaginary world, my Trump supporters, because y'all gonna end up just like them white people who got they own land right now, them separatists that's begging for help. Talking about, don't come here. The same people talk about, they begging for help. You're gonna be begging for help because We need each other. The world needs each other. I don't know what is wrong with your DNA or your soul for you to believe that you're so superior that you don't need no one. And then you get to the point that you destroy everything around you, and then you can't even fucking do it because you never really taught yourself. You were so superior in your head and still acting like a dirt bomb that you didn't take the time to teach yourself the stuff that you needed. We are prominent in healthcare. We're prominent in education and training. We're prominent. Hold on, because it was saying what sectors that we are. All of these sectors is based on training and development of our nation. A lot of us, and we're caregivers. We're innovators. We're movers and shakers. This is not going to work for y'all. This is not going to. So you think that these educated black women are just going to leave the sector? Some of us just walked away. I'm part of that. I'm part of the black women who walked away. Okay? I ain't about to play. I had to switch. I ain't at the bedside. It's just toxic. Thank God I started working on my business 6 years ago and knowing what was going on in healthcare, because people are being laid off in healthcare. Our patients are going. You see what I'm saying? I've been prepared that this was not going to be sustainable, even though it's supposed to have been a career. She was totally toxic, but we're still needed. So if it was black women like me, we already prepared to have our own business. Because guess what? We were the administrators, we were HR, we were training, we were the caregivers. This is all that the country needs. So once you separate the foundational basis of that, what the hell do you have? That's why I said this is going to backfire. This is going to backfire. Y'all don't know how much y'all love us so much. Y'all know I be jumping off stuff. I was watching this movie. And that's why they be putting stuff in there. I said, I'm not about to watch this shit because y'all know what I'm talking about every day. You ain't about to put this in me. I was watching this tale of a slave woman that basically poisoned the whole family. And it was like a Louisiana family, like the whole family. And they just before they all died, they was just like, we got the best cook, we got the best turkey or whatever in Louisiana. We got the best caregiver. I'm just saying, I'm gonna leave that story alone. I said, God, why you showing me that story when you know I'm talking about all this stuff? But this how close we are, how much you need us, and how dumb y'all can be. So this is what I'm saying. Think before you better think before you feed yourself poison, because we're not going to leave these jobs. We're not going to be fired from these jobs and not use the skills that we have to recreate. Does that make sense? It's just not going to happen. That's what I had said. And one of the shows, when I was doing it on Mac the Man show, I was, being more conservative. And I was saying, you know what? If black women and black men really get together and we put our smarts and our wits together and our structural thinkers, I'm a structurist. I'm a momager to a black man. So I see the difference of our thinking, but he's so fucking skilled and so much that we had to help him put it together. I'd be like, okay, we're gonna put it together. If we get together with our black men, y'all done. Y'all done. So do you see the war that's taking place? Do you see the pimple that's about to explode? This is not a joke. Once we move, y'all people in trouble. Despite being among the most educated group in America, black women continue to face structural barriers that pushes them into lower paying and lower prestigious jobs, a dynamic known as occupational strangulation. Oh my God. Oh, when I get off here, I'm about to get to work, baby. I got work to do, because they was strangling me. I know a lot of black women, they were strangling you. This shit is a blessing. Do you know, I ain't gonna keep talking about it, because y'all know I always gotta talk about my health care. You know, it was hard for me to go to different units as a full-time worker. But when I became a contract worker, they like, go everywhere. We gonna use you. And I had all the fucking knowledge. But if I didn't fit they tincture, I wasn't being ICU charge nurse. They'll put a little 21-year-old girl that don't know shit there. that's running to us to help her manage the fucking unit. Y'all sick. This is what y'all want? Y'all want America great again? I used to look like, yo, why the hell is it all of these black nurses sitting here on the floor looking wore out? They older, they have the knowledge, and then you got a young 22-year-old Caucasian just out of school here. Don't know shit. Killing patients if we wasn't saving them. That's what y'all want? That's dangerous. So this is my thing to you, Gentile America and Trump America. If y'all gonna do all of this crazy shit, I'm just have to give y'all some good advice. Go get educated. Go learn how to build homes for real, for real. Go learn how to calculate math correctly. You know what I'm saying? It needs to the Trump supporters, because it's not all Caucasians. It's not. It's not all Gentiles. It's not all Caucasian. When I talk about white people or whatever y'all want to call each other, I'm talking about the ones that's in here talking shit about us, talking about me. They love to come here, so they need to hear this. Maybe it'll penetrate their head to, one, discover a little bit more about a black woman before they just talk. A lot of them never even encountered black women. Like, someone came on my live the other day. I was doing it on spiritual warfare, and someone mentioned something. Oh, yesterday. I forgot what they was, but they said something about Muslims are evil. How could you make a full statement like that when you don't even be around Muslims like that? You just see what's on the TV. That's why I'm like, I had my encounters when I grew up in Newark with Muslim men, and that, but that was their culture. That was the subculture. You think that I'm gonna sit there and say all Muslim men are dirty dogs? They just bring women in their house and don't take care of them, because that's what I experienced with these Muslim men in the hood. Not all of them wasn't bad though. It's some really good Muslim men in the hood that bring things to the community. So I'm not throwing stuff out there. But this all or nothing shit that we have, knock it the fuck off. Knock it off. You are not going to survive Caucasian America. You're not going to survive. I'm bringing plenty of facts out here that shows y'all that not only when it comes to genetically you recessive, but your behavior is recessive. You're destined to destroy your fucking self. That's what you're doing. Every time I come up here talking about something, I'm talking about y'all destroying yourself. You thinking that you're attacking someone else and the shit counteracting, messing with you. Okay, so let's get to some of y'all comments, and I'm gonna start at the bottom and move my way up. Black women got it made in America. If you think it's bad, go somewhere else. Okay, Sean, I did say that I have not a problem going back to my country, but y'all can't follow us. You can't use our resources and pay me what you owe. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. What have black people built without the help of white people? Look at Africa. That's a damn lie. Have you been to Africa? Look at Africa. Read. They houses is way better than this motherfucker and built stronger. Do you see the materials that y'all use here that literally get blown down? Even the houses in Haiti are built way better than here. My grandmother have a 7-bedroom stone house with balconies all around it, and have another place on the other side where she rent out. The whole place has a generator. This is Haiti. I'm talking about Haiti. You talking about Africa, and y'all saying we doing bad? Africa houses are the fucking shit. Have you seen their houses? Do you know we have maids in Haiti? That's just a culture thing. They have maids in Africa. You gotta go out, Sean. You gotta go outside, baby. I feel bad for y'all because they don't let y'all outside. You don't go outside. You see shit on TV and you believe it. They fucking houses is way better than this. Baby, I promise you, that's the goal. When somebody said then move to Africa, and I'm not from Africa. My family's Haitian and Barbadian, and being a Hebrew, we actually supposed to be going back to Canaan, which is Israel. Know the book. But wherever God put me at, it's definitely not going to be no bloodshed and land like this. I just pray. I don't give a damn where I land up. As long as I ain't buried on this motherfucking land with all of this hate, this blood, and this Sodom and Gomorrah stuff. I don't care. I can speak the truth. It's fucking real. No matter where I'm at. So you hear you can't speak the truth. Well, go back to your country. Y'all retarded. Go back to your country because you're destroying everything. You're not white. There's no thing called white land. So stop telling people go back to their country when you don't even know your country or your ethnicity. Trump supporters, you're not white. You're not even Caucasian. And if you say you're Caucasian, that means you're from the Caucasus Mountains. Know what nationality is. Y'all really fools. I really got to teach y'all about this. Muhammad was a I don't know, but a lot of these cult leaders and religious leaders are pedos. Pedos. I'm just keeping it real because in the end they're Baal worshiping. They're in the end they are idol worshiping and Baal worshiping and making sacrifices. So there's a lot of nations that's practicing this paganism. I'm with you. I love my bacon, but I can't put it on everyone. You see what I'm saying? Because I haven't met everyone. I'm not around all these Muslims to say all Muslims is this. But I'm constantly bombarded by Caucasians and their rhetoric. And I'm still not saying all Caucasians is this, but y'all always say all blacks is this. Fucking knock it off. Like, you don't feel like what you say in your heart is really not right. Like, it is bad. And I know y'all know right from wrong. And it's an innate feeling in the inside that you feel when you do something right from wrong, no matter who you do it. Y'all don't feel that shit when y'all say the stuff y'all say? Even when I call y'all out on y'all genetic recessiveness, I feel bad. What is wrong with y'all? What's wrong with you? And we still trying to save you here. God. Okay, I'm trying to see if anybody has anything constructive to say. I thank y'all for coming and putting y'all comments in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for not liking. Whatever you need to do, as long as we have these conversations, because what happens is that, sorry, y'all don't hear today, but you hear tomorrow. Meaning, this can't process your brain right now. Some of you are literally like kids, like my teenagers. I homeschool, so I already know how to deal with young kids. Like, they won't hear what the fuck you say, especially if you say it in a manner that they don't want to receive it, or it's not what they used to or what they want. But then repetitively, when they get the same type of information put in their face from different resources, and then they live it out, then you have it coming back like, Ma, you were right. That's what the hell y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna come back to Grace Levi and be like, Grace, you was right. I think I'm a separatist. They hate us all. They set us all the fuck up. That's what you're gonna eventually do. And you're gonna apologize for being so hateful to God's people, to just people. Just fucking people. It is literally 9 o'clock here, ATL time. We're about to log off. Probably 7 o'clock some places we are at 6 a.m. and y'all are talking like this. This is not how you start your day off, with hate. We could start off with news and talking about the truth and conversating, but with hate? Trump gonna give y'all a motherfucking heart attack. He won't give me no motherfucking heart attack. I tell you that. I tell you that. So is there anything else I want to share with y'all? I don't think so. I've been on for a little while. I want to say thank you for being here, getting to know Grace Levi with my talks in the kitchen. Miss Levi, I really like these talks in the kitchen. I really appreciate you guys. I don't mind y'all cursing me out and things like that. It's just sad. It's just sad because I know a lot of y'all gonna burn. And I was just watching the story of Sodom and Gomorrah. I'm in Atlanta, so I'm going back outside. This is just getting off topic. I'm going back outside. I'm meeting people, and God is showing me like, okay, you about to be blessed. You've been cleansed. You gave yourself to me. You know right from wrong, but this is what you going out. So when I watch Sodom and Gomorrah and I think about Atlanta, I was like, Jesus Christ, that's what I'm going to go into. God, let me stay my Hebrew self in the house. But anyway, I just had to share that with y'all. Don't be living in Sodom and Gomorrah, y'all. So I'm going to put my black girl magic on today. We got some things to do business-wise because obviously we can't depend on the system because they want us out, then they need us, then you're out, then you're in, then you're out. All fucking dysfunctional. Kick me out. I'm not fucking coming back. That's all I'm saying. If they give us actual reparations like they supposed to, I'm gonna be honest, all the people that say go back to your country, I will go. Give me $1 million because you owe me for both plights, from Judah fight, because I've been out here with Judah and Levi fight, because you know what the fuck y'all doing to us in Haiti and everything, and how we help you fight the war. Give me $1 million and I'm leaving. No question asked about it. Do y'all know that there are beautiful places out there in this world that love black people, that love our skin, love our creativity? Do not think, black women and black men, that this is the only place in the world that you can go to. I know they may have brainwashed us and made us seem like it, but please don't suffer with Stockholm Syndrome. I ask you guys, get your passports. Just go out and visit. Do what you need to do. Because they continue to say, get out of here, do this, do that. It's okay. Because when we get the fuck out, don't come chasing us. Like I said, if you want us Haitians going, don't come and don't steal our giganium or titanium or whatever it is that Elon Musk trying to use in his fucking batteries for his car. Stay out of our country too. If you want to be separate, let's be separate. But stop playing these games. Does that make sense? So shout out to my black women who's working hard, the ones who got laid off, the ones who walked away for your integrity. I love you. I respect you. That's what I have done. And let's get it. We getting it this morning, baby. We got some work to do. So shout out to my sponsors at the bottom, because guess who my sponsor? Me, my own sponsor. I own a real estate educational program. Okay, so check it out under there where I teach people how to invest in tax liens and tax deeds. My goal as a black woman, I do what I do, what we do, is to teach you how to do your due diligence, how to be safe. I'm not even trying to go in partnership with you to sell you a house. You buy me a house, or I buy you. I could help you acquiesce a house. But my goal is to teach you the system. Check out Primetime Home Buyers at the bottom. Go check out the courses and seminars that I have. They're forever information. Fuck this. We need this work. So with that being said, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. And I'm going to see you guys on Friday. Because Friday is, or Thursday or Friday, we're going to be talking about what's going on in our health sector. Because Robert Kennedy, all that anti-vaxxer shit, I went to y'all conventions. And then look what the fuck you doing. You over there doing some shady stuff. We gonna talk about it. So I love you guys. Thank you for being here with Miss Grace. Black girl magic, made out like a bandit. Y'all can't stand it. Blacks love Trump. Shit, not today. We don't even love the Democrats. So stop it. This is a separatist channel. It ain't gonna never work. So if you want to hear some commentary about me getting on Democrats, go watch my video from last night, because they up there shucking and jiving too. Fucking up stuff. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I love you guys. Have a great morning. Talk to you soon. Love ya.